Greetings, Keisha Lane's Keisha, but I'm here with my live reaction of One Piece, Chapter 1186, or Brook Piece, as you might want to call it nowadays. So yeah, once more. So, aw, was it Ira? Was her name? I forget. I'm bad with names. Ida. I changed one frickin' letter in a three-letter name. I'm horrible. So, like a chibi Loki for some reason with his animal buddies, and she's like feeding them. This is cute though. All right. Let's see. Do I need to zoom in slightly? God, that really. Brooks Pass, the world government versus Asperia. Don't give up. Winning independence is our only shot at survival. So the Marines have arrived and everything's going to crap. So yeah, we saw the Marines show up last time. We saw, sadly, King Leuven falling at the hands of his own daughter. Hence why Brooke had such animosity towards her when he saw her. Who is like this admiral that we see? Oh my god. We're getting a closer look at his face, and he also has like these little. Oh my god, is he a Davy member? Swear to God. We need a medic quick. The king is in critical condition. Big bro. Hang in there, big bro. Please. You've gotta. I'm surprised they haven't attacked him yet. Big bro, big bro. Are you a fan, mister? Don't call me mister. So remembering their first meetings. Yo ho ho. Well, I suppose I'll just call you big bro. Big bro. Big bro. Big bro. Where's that damn medic? Oh, there's Eam just kind of there now. Um, this sudden intrusion is quite the inconvenience. So Eam is showing up. Brooke, you know that guy is dead already, right? You. Who are you? What have you done to Princess Shuri? You see, I've watched over Shuri since she was a baby. She's totally incapable of this. There's nothing I don't know when it comes to the princess. Then tell me, Brooke, did you know that I'm a celestial dragon? This guy wasn't my real father. Did you know that? Oh my god, so it did happen. People were suspecting that she might have been not the biological child of Leuven. Don't call him this guy, huh? What are you even saying? You are the child of King Leuven, that's a fact. Can you prove that? That's irrelevant when it comes to the bond between a parent and a child. It isn't. This isn't the changing news. I should have been raised as a celestial dragon. These past 16 years were a complete waste. Don't you understand how angry that makes me? And that demand for 1,000 slaves, it isn't true. This guy just didn't want to hand me over. Wait, what? So is it kind of like what happened with Shanks? Once they found out, they came for the child? Stop calling him that. This guy was a good for nothing king who pointlessly led his people to their doom. That's why I made him take responsibility. With the king dead, this war can end. But defeat will make our nation a lawless land. This is no longer my concern. Okay, so who is this dude? Who are you? Oh, this makes more. Oh, fuck. He's got bichromia. This is her real father. Knight of Knight of God, God's Knight. Saint Manmere. It's the family that she got adopted into. Grow or Grow? Hmm. I remember you now. There was a kid with an afro among Condell's attendants. You weren't allowed to come near me. That eye, so he sees the resemblance. We wouldn't normally come all the way to a backwater country like this to retrieve a single brat, but this kid possesses some mismatched eyes. Being born with that trait is truly rare, and the Great One desires them. Okay. I didn't awaken it myself, but. Wait, what? What? She might. So another weird ability of maybe the ancients? Thou hast said too much, Grau. Oh, forgive me, Great One. Hey, Shuri. Huh? No, wait. This is just a dream, right? I used to change your diapers. I know everything about you, Princess. You're so patronizing. Shredding tears like that is beyond pathetic. I desire stronger protection. If I go to the Holy Land now, I won't need you anymore. To me, you were always an angel, but now you look like a demon. Uh, Gavolt. Or Gavolte? I couldn't protect Big Bro, the man who saved my life. Bond and Avatat. So this is where he got the wound. The scar that refuses to disappear even in death. From frogs to cattle, from kings to chattel, of the dead you'll find only bones get left behind. Bones alone, as everyone knows, that's just the way the story goes. Commander! Commander Brooke, he's awake, so his men have come to him. It's a miracle. So he's in the infirmary. I'm shocked. The sword went straight through your head, and you survived. It's a miracle it missed your major blood vessels and your brain stem. Well, I mean, the fact that it went right through his head, it should have hit his brain. He should have brain damage. Actually, wait, what if that's the reason why he's now good at music? The brain itself? What about the king? Yeah, he was about to say, yeah, the brain is a kind of fuck, bro. I'm not sure how much you remember, Commander. We shouldn't give you too much of a shock. No, I want you to tell me. We failed. The king is dead. An eyewitness saw Princess Shuri boarding a government ship. Most citizens have already fled the country. It doesn't matter where they go now. They'll be refugees now. So he's remembering everything. Wah! Commander! Oh no, his wound reopened. Commander, stay with us. Commander. Commander! And now we're back in the present. Back then, I didn't even know what a devil fruit was. The princess seemed so different after the king's murder. It was chilling. She looked just like a demon. But I always thought I was hallucinating. If that was actually real, though. Hey, you guys. Something's happening. Do you think it's okay if I put my faith in Princess Shuri once more? Oh, look at stone face Jimbei. Like, my god. Usopp's more shocked than anything. Nami's got some tears going. Frankie is the real emotional one here. If she's a victim, then run, Brooke. So her old personality was coming through, which is kind of weird. So I'm assuming that she truly was taken over by Eam again. Maybe he only takes on people that have very unique traits. The whole, double colored eye thing. Is that just 'cause I'm their daughter? So remembering how she was and how she is now, I want to save her. Princess Shuri, please everyone, lend me your strength. And he bows with banging his head on the ground. No need to be so formal. Let's hurry up and smash that ice. Okay, Jinbei's a bro. I wonder if lightning will do the trick. Nami's in on it. A radical beam is our best bet. It seems like explosives won't work. What should I do? Um, hey, Brooke, wait up. So Brooke's on his way. Walrus School cafeteria. I'm stuffed. That crazy new guy is Elbath's enemy, right? Huff, huff, then. He's my enemy, too. Says he's stuffed, but still eating food. I'm overflowing with power. The way I'm feeling right now, I don't think I can lose. Huff, huff. Targeting kids? The world government sure plays dirty. Thou art ignorant of the reason, then. Shall I enlighten thee? Yes, please do. 800 years ago, the dragon race, the giant race, they're dragons now. Um, the giant race were defeated in a bid to rescue their children. What? You're repeating history then? 800 years ago? What are you saying? A few centuries is not nearly enough to change the nature of a race. Without fail, thine people inadvertently bent the knee when thine offspring are taken. So now we're seeing Zaza taking the kids again. So does this mean that they are still the way they were 800 years ago? Ignorance of the significance of what is occurring is irrelevant. History always repeats itself. 'Tis already too late. Thou art all slaves of Mu. What? You prick, what are you trying to say? Hey, dumbass. So he goes to swing in. Get off of Elbath. Oh, Loki didn't even get to do anything, and Luffy just comes in with like a freaking hockeyed fist. Like, he seems to still be in like normal state, so he hasn't gone gear fifth yet. How is he that strong? Because it actually like lands a decent hit with Mu. So, and uh, no other breaks. So that's nice. That's nice. Okay. Overall, my thoughts are okay. So people were speculating last week that the whole like when Condal like went down with some kind of illness or whatever after the government ships had arrived in the past. And you know, it's possible that that's when all this transpired. She was taken advantage of, probably due to her prominence and beauty and whatnot, by apparently a member of the, presumably member of the Manmeyer family. So, just like what we saw with Bonnie, royals and world nobles take what they want. And this is in the worst possible way by taking someone in a sexual manner. And it just, apparently, this is going to be more prevalent as we learn more, I guess. Makes me actually kind of wonder then, um, do they do this periodically, or is this just kind of more happenstance that it's happened so close to the last instance that we heard about? But, I mean, they really don't seem to care, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's much more frequent than what we're being led on to believe. And I mean, it would be easy to believe considering other behaviors we've seen the nobles do. So, their habits are horrible. And it would only make sense that they would do one of the most horrendous acts as like a part of their nature. So, uh, so it seems like that occurred. She gave birth to Shuri. Leuven, being as understanding as he was to the situation, raised her as his own. There was really nothing he could have done anyway, and it's not like he would, destroy his relationship with his wife by like trying to send the child away or whatever. It was like, no, we will just be a family. No one will know. It will just be us. So, but then she later passes, and, Shuri grows up without her mother more or less most of her life, and, you know, Brooke kind of takes her under his wing. She continues to live the life of a princess, unknowing of the truth. But now that has now been enlightened upon her, and Mu seems to want her for her uniqueness. Now, be it what is the significance of like the bichromia, like also Grow seems to have it as well, so it seems to be a trait of that family. So it makes me kind of wonder if that was the reason why Mu made the deals that he did with the previous, like, or the original 20 families, because they each had like a unique trait. Um, but that's only what I can assume. And other traits he probably wanted were the whole thing of like, taking over Elbath because, well, they're massive people. So like that might have been the trait for them. Um like let's see. I'm trying to think. Alabasta, we know that they had a poneglyph, but that wouldn't have anything to do with Mu. So I'm not really sure what. I mean, he seemed to love Lily, who was the queen at the time. So, well, what's unique about that family? Is it the blue hair? Could be. Like it running in the family or something, and maybe that was a notable trait that he liked. Because we also apparently know that Shuri also has blue hair, so maybe he's like trying to piece together and crossbreed the perfect like mate for himself. This would be very creepy and weird, but it, people that have power and influence do some of the weirdest, eccentric, and horrendous things. And yeah, it makes me kind of wonder if that's actually what's happening. A blue-haired bichromia woman who's maybe a giant because Mu himself seems to be big. So, but that kind of fell through. So, like, I could see this being a thing. Actually, it's kind of funny that this is, if this is the case, it's kind of lining up with, like, what Big Mom was trying to achieve, like, bringing everyone together and to be, sit at the table with her and stuff. So, it's kind of weird how certain things kind of tether together. It's very loose, obviously. It is just something that popped in my head. But yeah, it would be interesting if that's the case. And also with the the connection to Elbath itself, with her trying to, have Loki as her, um, as a bride for her children and stuff, or not a bride, give a bride to Loki and everything, Lola. So that didn't work, obviously. But surprised she didn't try to steal giants. Probably did. Maybe they were able to repel them. They are powerful. But yeah. So yeah, a lot happened in this. I wasn't expecting it to play out like this, but also the fact that the I thought he was an admiral last chapter, but Grow was actually one of the God's Knights, a member of the Manmeyer family, and probably one of the constantly shifting out members as they get a old enough recipient in the family, it seems like, because like what we've seen in the past isn't quite what we're seeing in the present, because you know Shuri seems to be that member for that family representative this time, and this has been 70 years now. So, but yeah. So that does make you kind of wonder, are they aging? Like they heal, but did they age? Because we definitely have seen aging in the form uh, of Garling. So yeah, it would make sense that maybe the gods knights themselves don't get like that immortal life that the Gorosei get. They just have that healing factor that makes them really great fighters. But like because they're all protected in, the the Holy Land and everything, maybe that's the reason why it's like, oh well, once you live out your usefulness, I'll just cycle you back out, kind of thing. But that also kind of weird behavior. You would think you'd want to keep the most trained people that are going to constantly get better with as time passes on. Because like if I trained to do something for like 800 years, I'm gonna be like the best you could ever have. So it's like, why would you want to do this? So there has to be a reason for this whole God's Night change of the guard kind of thing. So, but anyway, I've blathered on long enough. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions. Anything I misunderstood, all that good stuff. Links down below for all my socials. And as always, later days. And until next time, Keishlings, bye bye.